to the country goal, and it'll be Reynolds to take the throw. He's going to loft one into the area. He's looking for the big guys. Keeper Alan Goff has to come for it. Tony Sheridan tries to lob it away, only as far as Chili Power. He puts it in onto Sean Reardon, but it's headed back out again. And it's now with Colin Fanning. He tries a shot, it rebounds off Tony Sheridan and up in the air at this moment in time. Fanning again lobs it high in. I think this is the way they're going to play. It's Paul Scully gets ahead on it, but only as far as Alan Goff. No trouble to Goff. So in the opening couple of seconds, it's Waterford obviously showing their intentions. They're going to keep the ball in high, put it under pressure on the Shelbourne defence.
It would appear that way, Ray, and Alan Goff is not the biggest of goalkeepers. He's a very small goalkeeper, in fact, ex-Portsmouth and Fulham goalkeeper, a little bit tiny, and he flapped at the first high ball that came in.
Well, he can kick the ball out. It's right down into the Waterford deep half. It's Tommy Lynch gets it forward. Ball goes to Colin Fanning. He tries to put it through, but an offside there. Donal Golden caught offside. Shelbourne with the free kick just inside their own half, about 10 yards inside. Ball played forward. Tommy Lynch gets ahead on it, and he puts it out for a corner.
Both teams playing 4-4-2, it would appear that way, but Desi Baker is going to partner Stephen Gagan up front with the absence of Pat Morley, and of course Darren Brown is going to partner Donal Golden for Waterford United.
Well, we've got a corner to Shelbourne, way over on the right. It's played in very deep in on top. Ball looks as if it's over the line, and we've got a goal, a very early goal here. The ball swung in after just 2 minutes. There seemed to be a mix-up, and Shelbourne have taken the lead here at the Regional Sports Centre. Very, very mixed up there with the defence.
Corner kick, and it appeared that Tommy Lynch, Tony Hall and John Grace, everybody got the signals mixed up completely and failed to clear the ball. A dreadful start for Waterford United and a dreadful goal.
So 2.5 minutes gone here at the Waterford Regional Sports Centre, and Shelbourne lead this semi-final by 1-0. Game has restarted. It's Shelbourne back on the attack. The ball breaks left, looking for Mark Rutherford, but the referee spots a foul. He gives it back. Free kick to Shelbourne midway in the Waterford half. It's Tony Sheridan standing over it. He'll be looking in there for strikers Stephen Gagan. Lofts it in, puts it in on the keeper. It's referee sees a foul. He blows the whistle, and it will be a free out to Waterford United. Really not the start that Waterford would have needed.
No, they're going to have to show their character. This is the first goal they've conceded in the competition so far this season, Ray, and they're really going to have to show great character to get back into this game. And they cannot be giving away frees there. Tony Sheridan has taken some interesting free kicks already, and he looks a superb dead ball player.
We've got Darren Brown injured at this moment. Eddie Jackman, of course, the physio from Waterford United. He's having a go. The magic bottle is out. He seems to be okay. And the game will recommence with the kick out. So we've played just 4 minutes. Waterford United 0. Waterford United 0, Shelbourne 1. And the man who has been credited with the goal as none other than the number 10 for Shelbourne, Stephen Gagan. He, of course, called into the Republic of Ireland squad this week for that ill-fated game in Macedonia. Game restarted. John Grace with the kick out. Only as far, and it actually comes back to him. It had gone into the Shelbourne half. Ball came back and bounced through everybody back into John Grace, and he lops one forward again, looking for Paul Scully. Declan Gagan gets ahead on it. He's back on again, left-footed, tries to clear it out over the line as far as Mark Rutherford. Here on the left touchline. And once again, Chili Power judged to have fouled Rutherford. It'll be a free to Shelbourne, just on halfway. Right out here on the near side touchline, stadium side of the RSC. Declan Gagan to take free. Plays it forward only as far as Paul Scully. Scully gets his forward, Donal Golden. He lofts it out left. Hopeful rather than intentional. The ball is now forward with Greg Costello. Can't control it, and it'll be a throw to Waterford. Joe Reynolds over there on the far side. He'll take the throw in, looking for his options. It's a high one forward. Golden heads it on. When he comes back, now it's Darren Brown. But Reynolds in the centre of the field. He puts it forward. He's looking for Colin Fanning, but again, cut offside. It will be a free to Shelbourne.
That was a good decision there from the linesman. Colin Fanning was definitely offside.
That's Willie Long, the assistant referee, as he would now like to be known. Ball with Joe Reynolds, left side of the pitch. Waterford playing into the country goal. Colin Fanning puts his head in low there. Referee spots the infringement. He gives a free to Shelbourne.
I just hope Waterford United, Ray, don't insist on keeping high balls into the penalty area, because Mick Neville, a 35-year-old veteran, he could deal with those all night and cause Shelbourne any problems whatsoever. So try and keep it on the deck a little bit more, Waterford United.
I think Waterford probably have to change their game plan at this stage now. They didn't expect to be a goal down so early.
Well, I don't think they will really, Ray. They'll probably stick with what they had and try and just get one back quickly.
Well, Shelbourne attacking once again. They're looking to get the ball across, and they win a corner. Tommy Lynch does the job.
But it's obvious even at this stage, I think, after what, just about 7 minutes, that Shelbourne are a class act. When they've got the ball, they're knocking around superbly, and Waterford United are being made shadows at times, so it could be a very tough night yet for Waterford United.
Second corner for Shelbourne. They scored off the last one. Sheridan lifts it right in again, looking for the big man. Ball with Paul Scully. Rutherford fouls him. It'll be a free out to Waterford. And the hand went up there for handball. I think it just played off him. A little bit like Jason McAteer on Wednesday. So a free out to Waterford United. John Grace will take the kick. Plays it forward, looking for Paul Scully out on the right-hand side. He jumps with Rutherford. Rutherford loses it. It hits off Scully. He goes out over the sideline. It'll be a throw to Shelbourne. Declan Gagan takes it to Rutherford. He gets it back. Looking up at his options, plays it along the line. He's looking for the number 8, Desi Baker. He's playing up front instead of the injured Pat Morley. He's adjudged to be offside, well offside there, and it'll be another free to Waterford.
They've got to make use of these free kicks now, Waterford. They've just got to do it, because Shelbourne are beginning to give away quite a lot of free kicks, and Waterford United hopefully will do something with them.
Chile puts the ball high into the Shelbourne area. Reynolds on it. He tries to get it forward. It's now with breaks through. Donald Golden tries to get it. He's knocked off the ball by Dave Campbell. No free. Mark Rutherford tries to get it away. Donald Golden chases it and fouls Rutherford, and the first name into the book, Donald Golden. That's a yellow card. We've played 8.5 minutes here at the Regional Sports Centre. If you've just tuned in, you're listening to live coverage in association with the Old Stand in Michael Street and T&H Doolan's in George's Street. The FAI Harplogger Cup semi-final. Waterford 0, Shelbourne 1. Stephen Gagan after 2.5 minutes.
I don't think Donald Golden could have any complaints whatsoever about that yellow card. He went in behind and took the legs from under Declan Gagan, so no complaints whatsoever from Donald Golden. He's going to have to be a good buy for the rest of the night.
Yes, the ball once again with Shelbourne there over on the right. Comes in low. It's with Stephen Gagan. He's trying to tee it up for himself. Sean Reardon gets in the way, and the ball is back easily to John Grace. He plays it forward. He's looking for Golden. Ball's with Scully now. Scully tries to get it back from Golden. However, Shelbourne equal to the task. And Dave Campbell gets the ball away. He puts it out for a throw here on the near side. Chili Parr takes it, puts it back in. Rutherford wins the header with Paul Scully. Now with Golden. He tries to go around. He makes it around. And he did have the advantage. The referee spots an infringement, gives it back. And it'll be a free in to Waterford out on the right touchline. Alan Reynolds will look to take it. 20 yards inside, midway into the Shelbourne half. Taken quickly by Chili Parr, gives it to Reynolds. He looks to put it across, goes off the back of Tony Sheridan, and it seemed to be going out for a corner, but Alan Goff gets to it. He stops the corner and kicks it high back into the Waterford half. Tommy Lynch under it, he gets the head. Colin Fanning looking to play it, but it only breaks as far as Gagan. Ball now with Scully. He plays it forward. No problems there for Shelbourne. And they launch an attack forward again. Tony Hall gets it. Now Sean Reardon, he heads it forward. But the ball now with Stephen Geoghegan. Geoghegan, plenty of space. He's looking at his options. A lot of runners for him. Plays it to Rutherford. Chili Power gets the tackle in. But it's still Rutherford still with the ball. Scully looking for it. Chili Power looking for it. Still forced back out onto the sideline. And he gives it to Sheridan. Sheridan to Geoghegan. Geoghegan touches it off. Tommy Lynch intercepts it. Reads it very well. Ball with Fanning. But he can't control it. Goes back in from Shelbourne and another offside. The ball with John Grace. Referee waves play on. And Grace will launch another high ball into the Shelbourne half. No problems for Campbell. Ball now with Tommy Lynch. Dolan Golan has it on the ground. He gives it over to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to chip the defence as they come out, but catches Darren Brown offside, and it will be a free to Shelbourne.
Shelbourne defence have got this offside business off to a tee, Ray. I mean, that's about 6 or 7 times Waterford United players have been caught. So the likes of Darren Brown and Dolan Gold and Colin Fanning, they just have to keep an eye on the Shelbourne players and try and stay onside.
Free from Goff, launched high one for Joe Reynolds, no problems. He heads it back in towards the Shelbourne half. McNeville allows it to go out for a throw. Ball back with himself. He sends it forward looking for Desi Baker. Tony Hall adjudged to have pushed him in the back. It'll be a free to Shelbourne. Just outside the area, over on the far side, about 5 yards in from the touchline. It's Pascal Vaudecan, the Frenchman. He stands over the ball. Looks like, however, it'll be Sheridan again. That cultured left foot. He'll attempt to launch one in. Inside. It's Darren Brown who heads it out. As far as Colin Fanning sends it out over the sideline. It'll be a throw to Shelbourne. Sheridan puts it in. He's looking for Desi Baker. Gets a head on it, but he can't control it. It goes back out. It'll be a Waterford throw. We've played 12.5 minutes here at the Regional Sports Centre. Waterford United trailing Shelbourne by a goal to nil. That goal scored after 2.5 minutes. An in-swinging corner from Tony Sheridan. Stephen Geoghegan got a touch to it. The defence at 6s and 7s, and the ball adjudged to have gone over the line. Ball now with Tommy Lynch. He launches it high again, tries to clear it out of his own area. It's now with Scully. Scully gives a very intelligent ball square to Chili Power. He's got a lot of space here on the right-hand side. He's moving into the half. He goes forward. Rutherford is chasing him. Now Declan Geoghegan gets him. Seasoned campaigner Declan Geoghegan. He intercepts it. But it's a throw to Waterford United. Right down in the Shelbourne half, deep in the half. Reynolds launches one in. He's looking for Golden. Golden can't control it. The ball's back out. Only as far as Colin Fanning. Colin Fanning tries a shot. He tries to loop it. But Alan Goff sees the danger. He moves back and no problems gathering the ball.
Yeah, good effort there from Colin Fanning, just outside the penalty area. He wasn't afraid to have a shot. Okay, it didn't cause many problems to Alan Goff, but nice to see confidence coming back into the Waterford team after that early setback. And nice to see Colin Fanning having a bit of a goal there. That's
the second shot he's actually from that far out he's tried. So maybe Tommy Lynch has told him, have a go at the small goalkeeper. Ball back with Waterford. It's with Reynolds in the centre of the park. He's looking at his options. Spreads it wide out to Joe Reynolds out on the left. He can't control it. And it's ball back with Shelbourne. It's the number 2, Pascal Vaudecan, the Frenchman. He looks up. Puts it out right wide there. McNeville out there on the right touchline. Comes inside. Vaudecan can't control it. Looking for the ball back. And it's back with Waterford. Alan Reynolds breaking from his side. Takes 2 players out there. Creates some space for him. He's now playing it forward into space. But Shelbourne equal to the task. They have the ball back. Tried to get it clear. It's now with Declan Geoghegan. He's under pressure. He clears it, however. As far as Rutherford over on his left. He plays it forward again. Touched on there by Desi Baker. It's Tommy Lynch. No problems there. Stephen Geoghegan coming in on top of him. Ball with Reynolds over on the left. He plays it forward and out over the line. Relieves the pressure on Waterford. But Tommy Lynch certainly equal to Stephen Geoghegan in that exchange.
Yeah, Tommy Lynch was saying during the week that his main plan for Waterford United was to hit Shelbourne on the break. And he could be right, you know. The Shelbourne defence don't look that hectic at times on Waterford United break when they actually stay on side. And Darren Brown and Dolan Golden and Fanning have caused them problems during the opening 15 minutes. So there could be a ray of hope there for Waterford United.
Ball now with Rutherford. Rutherford trying to come in. He's got Declan Geoghegan on the overlap. He receives a touch inside. Geoghegan has a shot. It's Tommy Lynch who throws himself in front of the ball. Ricochets off him and comes back out. That was a big danger there for Waterford. And the danger's not gone yet. Tony Sheridan with the ball here. He'll take the throw in. Only as far as Scully. Scully's forward for Darren Brown. He has it now. He wins the free. And Waterford relieve the pressure once again. But that was danger certainly for Waterford. Gagan there came in on the overlap from Rutherford, and he had an open shot at goal, only Tommy Lynch threw himself at it.
He had far too much space in the first place to get into the penalty area. He should have been closed down, and as you said, Ray, Tommy Lynch just threw himself in front of the ball. Thankfully he didn't do a Terry Phelan and handle it, but Gagan got far too much space that time. Waterford United defenders will have to close down players like that.
Well, that free kick comes from nothing. The ball is now with Shelbourne over on the right. They loft it forward. Pascal Vaudecan there tries to get it forward. Can only put it out over the sideline, and it'll be another throw to Waterford. Just inside the Shelbourne half, over on the far side of the pitch, taken by Joe Reynolds. He's with the ball now with Golden. Golden holding it up, looking for an option. Sees Reynolds. Reynolds tries one touch in forward. No problems there for Dave Campbell. He launches it forward again, and it's Desi Baker. The speed of Desi Baker. Tony Hall covers him very, very well. The ball reaches John Grace safely. And again, good covering there from the big Englishman.
I think Desi Baker has 2 points to prove tonight. He's trying to prove to Damien Richardson that he's worth a regular first team into place with Pat Morley in or out, and he's also trying to get back to cross-channel soccer, of course, just released recently by Manchester United, a 19-year-old, and he really has superb pace indeed.
Well, we've got the ball with Rutherford. He plays it forward as far as Lynch. The Waterford United defence seems to have settled down, and they've got their act together, and nothing seems to be getting past Tommy Lynch and Tony Hall. It's now a throw to Waterford United. Chili Power takes it up that right-hand side. Ball with Scully. Scully tries to go around. Looks to win the corner. He wins it. The ball deflected off Declan Gagan, and it'll be a first corner to Waterford United.
Scully did well there. He knew he just could not get the cross in with the acute angle, and decided to play the ball off the legs of Declan Gagan, and won a very handy corner indeed. And let's hope they can do something constructive with this one.
That was the first corner to Waterford United. We've played 17.5 minutes. It's Colin Fanning and Alan Reynolds standing over the ball. It looks like Fanning will launch it in to test the keeper. The boys peel off. It goes to the near post. However, no problems there for Shelbourne. They get the ball out. Only as far as Chili Power. Shelbourne defence come out. Chili launches it back in. He's looking for the big one. Donal Golden and Darren Brown. They can't get on it. And the ball breaks with Tony Sheridan now out on the right. Shelbourne right skips around Tommy Lynch. Got a lot of space over that right-hand side. 3 Waterford players hold up. It's Desi Baker on the ball. But Tony Hall reads the danger. He gets a foot and puts it out for a throw to Waterford United.
That was a disappointing corner moments ago there by Waterford United. He just lobbed it into the near post, and no problems whatsoever for the Shelbourne. It was actually Tony Sheridan back in defence, headed it clear under no pressure whatsoever. So let's hope they can play better corners for the remainder of this match.
Well, we had a throw there for Shelbourne, but it was Tony Sheridan who took the throw. He foul throw there for Sheridan. In fact, the referee gives a free kick, and now it'll be free out for Waterford United over in their own corner. Left back Joe Reynolds to take it. He launches it forward. Only as far as a Shelbourne player who receives it back from the header. Now in the centre of the field, it's the number 7 Greg Costello tries to play it through, but only as far as John Grace. And it's now with Chili Power, the right back for Waterford United, who scored that magnificent penalty against Drogheda. Ball with Shelbourne. Declan Gagan tries to get it forward for Mark Rutherford. It's now with Scully. Scully puts it over the top. Looking for Donal Golden, but the assistant linesman Willie Long, he adjudges it to be an offside, and it'll be a free to Shelbourne.
I think that was a dodgy one there. I think Dave Campbell actually played Donal Golden on, but the assistant referee had a flag up straight away, as most of them do, of course, in this day and age.
Despite the rulings that they got. The ball now with Rutherford. He tries to go around 2 players. No foul there. The ball with Declan Gagan. He's looking for the long-haired Desi Baker. Baker launches one in. Tommy Lynch spots it. No problems. The ball now with Fanning. Fanning tries to get it past the number 4 Mick Neville, captain of the side. It's now with Reynolds. Joe Reynolds plays it to Sean Reardon. Reardon's looking for a great ball. Tries to get through, but Declan Gagan intercepts. And relieves the pressure for Shelbourne. Desi Baker getting a lot of space. He's just actually playing, seems to be coming back off Stephen Gagan, just behind the front 2, and he seems to get a lot of space there.
Desi Baker is beginning to peel off Tony Hall, which is a little bit worrying. He seems to have Tony Hall's game off to a tee at this stage, and he's just peeling off him. And if he doesn't have a shot himself, he's laying the ball off for his fellow strikers.
Ball again with Shelbourne, only as far. Alan Reynolds clears the danger out of his own area. He sends it forward, looking for Donald Golden. Can't get ahead on it. And the ball now with Declan Gagan, the Shelbourne left back. He plays it forward into the centre. It's with Tony Sheridan. Sheridan gives it to Baker. Baker tries to lob it in over Tony Hall. No problems though, he gets it out. But only now back with Rutherford. Rutherford takes down the left flank. He plays the ball across. Tommy Lynch gets the head on it this time. He puts it out for a throw to Shelbourne.
I don't think we're going to see John Chili Power going forward too much, because he's going to have his hands full, of course, of Mark Rutherford tonight.
And again, the ball with Rutherford. He tries to play it. He's well shadowed by Paul Scully, and he puts it out over the side, and it'll be throw to Waterford. Of course, the other FAI Cup semi-final on tonight at Dalymount Park, Bowes and Derry City. The latest score we have is Bowes 0, Derry City 0. Here at the Regional Sports Centre, it's Waterford United 0, Shelbourne 1. We've played 22 minutes just about of this first half. And you're listening to live coverage of this game in association with T&H Doolan's of the traditional pub, famous traditional pub at Georgia Street, the Old Stand Pub and Restaurant in Michael Street, and of course on the World Wide Web as well. Live commentary going right around the world this evening, compliments of the Voyager Internet Cafe in Parnell Street.
I think Waterford have settled down somewhat now over the last 10 minutes, and it would appear they're beginning to put a move or two together. So all is not lost yet, Ray.
Yes, all not lost. Still a long, long way to go. Ball in the centre. Donald Golan beginning now to get onto the ball. Launched forward, however. John Grace comes out right to the edge of his area. He picks it up, no problems for him. And he'll launch another high ball forward, deep into the Shelbourne half. Looking for the big boys, Darren Brown and Donald Golan. Brown managed to control it very well. He lets it for Reynolds. Reynolds tries the snap shot, however, well wide of the post. And it'll be a kick out to Shelbourne.
At half-time, of course, we'll have a man who knows all about cup football, Shamie Coe, the former Waterford United manager, of course, and a player who won a cup medal with Limerick back in 1971 when they beat Drogheda United 1-0 after a replay. We'll have expert analysis from Shamie at half-time.
Yes, Alan Goff takes the kick out. It's as far as Colin Fanning. He heads it back forward, only as far as McNeville. McNeville launches forward. He's getting in the overlap. What a fabulous ball, but a great save by John Grace. A superb ball in there. McNeville spotting the gap. I think it was Pascal Vaudecan who had done the overlap. Came in behind Joan Reynolds, but John Grace got himself down very, very well to get a hand to the ball. Killed it, and Tommy Lynch plays it away. It's now with Colin Fanning. Plays it out square with Paul Scully right out in the right touchline. Scully gets the overlap back from Fanning. Hits it straight into Mark Rutherford. Waterford look for the handball. Rutherford has another. He put it forward. Desi Baker running onto it, and Tommy Lynch once again getting a foot to the ball.
Yeah, Tommy Lynch was worried about Desi Baker's pace before the game, but Tommy Lynch did very well in there to get a sliding tackle in.
Tony Sheridan rounds John Chili Power. He sends it forward, but Tony Hall gets ahead on it. Gets it out as far as Darren Brown. He walks through two players. Dave Campbell, no match for him. He's still going forward. Campbell chasing him. Still going. And it's McNeville, the seasoned veteran. He puts his foot in, sends it out for a throw to Waterford, right on halfway, over on the opposite side of the stand here at the Regional Sports Centre. The left flank for Waterford. Reynolds takes the throw as far as Sean Reardon, gets it back, and he launches it one high, looking again for Darren Brown. He gets ahead on it, but nobody there on the follow-on. Sean Reardon relieving pressure, gives it back to his keeper. John Gray sends it forward again, only as far as Mark Rutherford. Can't control it. Chili Power gets a foot in it. With now Alan Reynolds, who plays it forward into space, back in that right corner, looking for Donald Golden. But Pat Scully, for the first time, comes into the game, and he clears the danger. It'll be a throw once again to Waterford here on the stand side of the Regional Sports Centre. Alan Reynolds will take it 10 yards from the Shelbourne goal line. Alan Reynolds to take the throw in, looking for his options, looks as if he's going to launch another one in. Right in, looking for Darren Brown. He sends it forward, and it's Mick Neville, who has to put the ball over his own crossbar to give another corner. Waterford's second corner of the game. Right over on their right side, Colin Fanning is going to launch one in again. Hopefully he can do better than the last one, which was left short. He sends it deep this time. He's looking for Donal Golden. Alan Goff gets a fist to it, only as far as Tommy Lynch. He tries to go around Tony Sheridan. Lynch tries to get the ball across, doesn't succeed. And as far as Dave Campbell, left-footed kick out as far as halfway, only again with Waterford. Waterford beginning to come back into this game. It's Tony Hall now who launches it forward into the right corner. Colin Fanning on the ball. Good ball there from Tony Hall. Fanning's under pressure. He gives it inside. Alan Reynolds has the ball now. He turns around. Can't control it, however. Shelbourne relieves the pressure. Goes right forward as far as John Grace in the Waterford United goal.
That was a much better corner that time, Ray, from Colin Fanning, and as I said before, Alan Goff, not the biggest goalkeeper, and once again he sort of flapped at that. So that
we have danger here again now as Pascal Vaudekin gets the ball in. He puts it straight in. He's looking for Desi Baker. Desi Baker tees it up. He looked for Greg Costello, and in fact I think Shelbourne suffered from the fact they had too much time on that ball there, and very big danger again. Vaudekin on the overlap into a lot of space.
Vaudekin, of course, is back after a 5-week suspension, and he's only in this team tonight because Pat Morley is out, and he's playing on the right side of midfield. Vaudekin is, and he's playing absolutely superbly for Shelbourne. He's best known, of course, as a full-back. Spent most of his time in Ireland with Derry City, joined Shelbourne there some time ago, playing on the right side of midfield, but he's getting far too much space on the right-hand side of midfield.
And as we speak, the game going ahead, but Stephen Gagan is receiving attention right down on the sideline here. Stephen Gagan, of course, brought into the Irish squad by Mick McCarthy this week, spent his time in Macedonia, joined the squad yesterday. Ball forward again. Desi Baker tries to chip the keeper. John Grace sees it. He fails to hold it. It's Mark Rutherford who tries to get in. Mark Rutherford has scored. John Grace failing to hold the ball. The cross came across, and Mark Rutherford has scored the second goal here at the Regional Sports Centre. Shelbourne now leading Waterford United by 2-0. We've played 27.5 minutes, and again a mistake. John Grace failing to hold the ball that came across, and Shelbourne leading 2-0 here at the Regional Sports Centre.
Yeah, that was a poor effort by John Grace. It seemed a harmless enough cross from Greg Costello, and it looked like he had a cut at the far side, but dropped the ball fell to Rutherford, and he made no mistake whatsoever.
Well, we've heard the ball right at midfield. Can they get it back? Yes! And we have a superb goal. Immediately reply. Darren Brown gets the goal for Waterford. A left-footed shot. Beat the goalkeeper Alan Goff. Hit the left upright and in the back of the net. And Waterford United have got 1 goal back. It's 2-1 here at the Regional Sports Centre. We've played 28 minutes, and that was certainly the ideal response to that goal from Mark Rutherford.
Absolutely, a superb shot from Paul Scully, an angled drive from just outside the penalty area. Gave Alan Goff no chance whatsoever, and what a way to get back into the game. It looked like Waterford United were dead and buried at 2-0, and just a minute after, Paul Scully hits in a brilliant angled drive from just outside the penalty area.
Well, all to play for once again. Waterford United back in the game immediately. 29 minutes gone in the first half. Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2. Mark Rutherford scoring, of course, for Shelbourne, and it was Darren Brown who got the goal back immediately from the kick-off. The ball went forward. Brown got it. He turned inside a player, left-footed shot past Alan Goff, hit off the left upright and in the back of the net. And this will give Waterford United heart. But once again, it's Rutherford. He sticks a leg out, intercepts the ball. He now has the possession, tries to get around Chili Power. No problems, however. Chili Power sells him a dummy. He makes some space for him and clears the danger. Only as far as Declan Gagan. Gagan now as far as Tony Sheridan. Tries to get it back. Gagan launches one in, and it's John Grace. This time, no problems. He holds the ball, and he launches the ball forward as Waterford tried to press home their advantage. And this time, the ball, referee sees an infringement. Pat Scully adjudged to a foul goal. It'll be a free into Waterford, centre of the pitch, midway into the Shelbourne half. And this, the first opportunity maybe for a Tommy Lynch pile driver.
Well, there's no doubt that the Shelbourne defence can be caught. It can be caught on the break, and they were caught napping that time. They were still, I think, celebrating the goal when Scully rifled in that angled right from just outside the penalty area. So there's no doubt about it that the Shelbourne team can be rattled in defence.
Well, we've got a free in for Waterford. Tommy Lynch seems to be lining up. He has a shot. The wall does its business, bounces off them. It's now with Desi Baker again. The fast one, Reynolds, no problem for Alan Reynolds. He intercepts it. And Waterford now beginning to fight and harry for the balls. Back with Baker. Baker comes into space. Gagan touched it off to Rutherford. Rutherford looks for the overlap. A fabulous ball into Rutherford. The ball is now with Greg Costa. He chips it across. Gagan tries to get it. Tommy Lynch gets a foot in the ball. Puts it out for the corner. But really, that was, if Gagan had connected with that, that was in the back of the net.
What a ball from Rutherford. A beautiful crossfield pass there. Really a class act player he is.
Once again, a corner to Shelbourne, their third corner of the game. Tony Sheridan again over on the far side of the pitch. He launched one in with his left foot, puts it right in. Look on the penalty. It's Tony Hall gets up. No problem, Mr. Hall. Gives it back to Sheridan out on the right. He's got Vodican outside him. However, gives it inside. Greg Costello now. He's looking up. Back to Sheridan. Once again receives it back, and they're playing around with the ball at this stage. Sheridan looking for the gap. Plays it in for Gagan. Gagan touched it off. Tony Hall sees it, no problem. Tries to clear it. Reynolds gets a foot in the way, and Tony Hall relieves the pressure and puts it right up as far as Donald Golden. Now it's 1-on-1. Donald Golden trying to get past. It's only him and Deck again. He's going through. Gagan sets it in front of him. The referee sees no problem. It's Scully is running forward. He tries to get around it.
Poor decision by the referee there. There's no doubt about it. Donald Golden was obstructed. There should have been an indirect free kick to Waterford United. Mick Neville definitely obstructed Donald Golden as he was charging into the penalty area.
Well, the upshot of it all is that we have a throw into Waterford right down on the Shelbourne touchline here on the Regional Sports Centre's grandstand side. Chili Pargett puts it in. He gets it back. He launched it high one over, looking for Donald Golden. However, the cross goes over his head, and it's Greg Costello who tries to clear the pressure, knocks it off Darren Brown, and the ball goes out over the sideline for a Shelbourne throw. Played 32 minutes. Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2 the scoreline here at the Regional Sports Centre.
What a pity when you look back at the goals. Waterford United definitely got the best goal of all three. The first one should have been cleared, a corner kick, and of course John Grace did a dreadful mistake by dropping the ball, which allowed Rutherford to score. But Waterford United have definitely got the best goal of the game. A superb angle drive from Paul Scully, and let's hope they will take heart from that. And if they could just get that equaliser before half-time, Ray, well, who knows, Shelbourne could be a rattled team coming out in the second half.
Well, we're getting news from Dalymount Park. The half-time has approached there, and still scoreless between Bohemians and Derry City in the other semi-final. And as we said, we've got a free in for Waterford United. Simi came out of nothing. We've got Tony Sheridan arguing with the referee. Greg Costello having his word as well. And it'll be a free into Waterford. It'll be Alan Reynolds who take it just outside the penalty area on the left side of the Shelbourne goal. Left side as Waterford United playing. Reynolds will float one in. He's putting pressure on Goff, and it's Mick Neville who has to head the ball over to give away yet another corner for Waterford United.
There's no doubt about it. Alan Goff is not too fond of high crosses. I don't think he's caught any of them cleanly yet, and he didn't actually go near that one at all. Neville got there before him, but I don't think Alan Goff is too fond of these high balls.
Well, once again, it'll be Colin Fanning who'll loft one in. I'm sure he'll put it in back on top of the keeper. Yes, he does. Puts it in actually a little bit farther out this time, but no problems for Shelbourne. The ball now with Tony Sheridan. He seems to be the playmaker. He plays it forward for Desi Baker. Again, the speed. Vodican looking for the overlap. Baker gives it forward into Vodican. Vodican inside the Waterford United goal. He tries to put it across. But once again, we have a Waterford player who manages to get in the way. He puts the ball out for the corner. I think it was Darren Brown who got all the way back. Or was it Paul Scully?
Paul Scully it was, yeah. He did very well indeed. He ran back about 30 yards and got in a very, very timely block indeed, because that looked like the Shelbourne player was going to cut it back from the end line, but fair play to Paul Scully. He ran back 30 yards and got in a great blocking tackle. Give Shelbourne a corner kick over on the far side.
Shelbourne's fourth corner of the game. He'll launch it in again, right in again into the Grace gets a hand to it. It's Paul Scully who tries to get it away. Ball now with Reynolds. Donald Golden comes back looking for it. Darren Brown sends it forward, high into the area. It's now with Fanning. He tries to keep it in play. However, he can't keep it in play. And it'll be a throw to Shelbourne. Left side of the Shelbourne flank. The stand side here at the Regional Sports Centre. We've played 35 minutes. Waterford trailing by 2-1. And it'll be Declan Gagan with the throw in. He plays it to his brother Stephen. Tommy Lynch comes in forward. He gets the ball cleanly, and the referee adjudges him to have fouled the ball. He's arguing vehemently, and he will receive a yellow card. Tommy Lynch gets a yellow card for that tag, and really he got the ball cleanly. The ball ricocheted off him.
Yeah, it was definitely a good tackle. That's a poor decision there by the referee, Jerry Perry from Dublin. And Tommy Lynch not at all happy. It looked like a perfectly good tackle.
Well, it's a free in to Shelbourne. 10 yards into the Waterford half, left side of the field. 10 yards in from the touchline. The referee writes the name of Tommy Lynch into the book. And once again we have a free to Shelbourne. Sheridan launches one in. Ball, it was Pat Scully who went up for it. He's adjudged to have fouled, and it'll be a free out to Waterford. John Grace takes it fast, looking for Dolan Goal, and he gets ahead on it. He tries to get it to Scully, but can't get that far. Gets as far as Greg Costello. Launches it back into the Waterford half. Tony Hall puts it out. And it'll be a throw in to Waterford. Chili Power will take the throw. Looks to put it down his line. Playing for Dolan Golden again. Ball comes to Golden's feet. Rutherford intercepts it, however, and touches up Scully, and it will now be a Shelbourne throw. Midway into the half, Declan Geoghegan plays it in. Desi Baker. The ball goes as far as Stephen Geoghegan. Now with Waterford, Colin Fanning has it. He looks to launch one forward, looking for Darren Brown, only as far as Mick Neville. And the ball now with Greg Costello. Greg Costello tries to go around Sean Reardon. Now with Vaudecan. He puts it back. Davy Campbell. No problems there. Ball now with Reynolds. Alan Reynolds plays it forward. He finds Darren Brown in the centre of the park, right on the centre. Wins is free. Pat Scully pushes him in the back, and it's a free to Waterford United. Fast one taken there by Sean Reardon. He gets it to Chili Power. Chili Power, plenty of space. He launches one in. Golding gets a foot on it. Fanning tries to get on it, but Vaudecan up on top of his back. No, referee sees nothing wrong with it. It's now back in the Waterford area. It's with Scully. He can't control it. Now with Rutherford. Rutherford plays it forward. Desi Baker again. He tries to get the better of Tony Hall. Tony Hall gets a superb tackle on the ball. Puts it out off Baker, and he wins the throw. The referee overruling the assistant. Chili Power takes it to Alan Reynolds. He launches it forward into the right corner. Dave Campbell sees it out. He takes the throw. In fact, leaves it now for Declan Geoghegan to come back, the left back, brother, of course, of Stephen. And we're entering the crucial time here in this game. We've got 7 minutes to half time. And Declan Geoghegan launches one back to Alan Goffey. Under pressure from Donald Golden. He plays it forward as far as Tommy Lynch. He gets ahead on it, only as far as Vaudecan. Vaudecan puts it into space. It's now with Stephen Geoghegan, right side of the Waterford United penalty area. Tommy Lynch reads it perfectly. He gets a foot on it. Gets the tackle in. And no problems. He wins the throw. Vaudecan couldn't control it.
It's good to see that the yellow card that Tommy Lynch got there about 2-3 minutes ago hasn't worried him in the least. He got another good tackle in over there on the far side, so he's not going to be put off by that yellow card.
Joe Reynolds takes a throw in. This is as far as Greg Costello. Now with Sean Reardon, he plays it for Darren Brown. Darren Brown finds Donald Golden very well. Referee gets in the way of Golden. Tries to play it out wide for Chili Power. I think caught a little bit off guard, lost his balance when he hit the referee, Jerry Perry, and puts it out over Chili Power's head. It'll be a throw to Shelbourne, taken quickly by Declan Geoghegan. Geoghegan gives it back to Davy Campbell. He plays it back to his keeper, and it looks like Alan Goff will attempt to launch one forward. Rolls the ball out of his area. Launches one forward again. He's looking for Stephen Geoghegan. He's in behind Tommy. Joe Reynolds spots the danger. No problems there. He heads it forward as far as Colin Fanning. Fanning plays the ball forward once again. He finds Donald Golden. Golden leaves it a bit short for Darren Brown, but Shelbourne player Pat Scully appears to have fouled. In fact, David Campbell giving away the free, and it'll be a free in once again to Waterford United, about 10 yards inside the Shelbourne half. Over on the far side, Waterford's left. They're playing, of course, into the country goal. Waterford Crystal End, and Tommy Lynch will look to float one in. Plays a poor ball forward. Declan Geoghegan gets it away. It's back with Lynch. Lynch tries to play it forward, but it hits Tony Sheridan. Sheridan rebounds as far as Greg Costello's ball back with Sheridan. He's looking for Vaudecan. Shelbourne very quick on the counter-offensive. Plays it inside along the ground for Gagan. The ball with Stephen Gagan. He leaves it back for Sheridan. Puts it across the goal, but Chili Power spots the danger. He gets it away. Alan Reynolds can't control it. It's now back with Shelbourne. Declan Gagan plays it wide left. Mark Rutherford has it out on the left. He launches it forward. Desi Baker tries to get a touch on it. It hits Tommy Lynch. Goes out. It'll be a throw or corner kick, in fact, to Waterford or to Shelbourne. And first corner on this side, this near side, grandstand side. Tony Sheridan to take it. Shelbourne's 5th of the game. And he assesses his options.
Good tackle there by Chili Power.
Sheridan lofts it in. He's looking for the big man, David Campbell up. Ball comes out as far as number 7, Greg Costello. He has a half shot. Skirts past a lot of players and wide. No danger there for Waterford.
Yeah, good tackle, as I said there moments ago, by Chili Power deep in the 6-yard box. When it looked like Desi Baker was just going to let fly, Chili Power got in a very, very timely tackle indeed.
John Grace takes the kick out, gets as far as Scully. Scully beats Rutherford, finds Golan, gets the ball back from Golan, looks for his options, turns inside. Rutherford puts the foot in, fouls Sean Reardon. It'll be another free to Waterford United. This time it's on the right side of the pitch, the stand side, taken quickly by Chili Power. He goes forward for Scully. And Scully wins the throw. Paul Scully under a little bit of pressure here on this right side. He hasn't really got into the game.
He hasn't really, but Waterford United have dominated, I think it's fair to say, the last 10 minutes, especially since the goal. They've been on top, apart from a few breakaways from Shelbourne, so it's still all to play for in this game.
Shelbourne breaking away very quickly here. It's Vaudecan puts the ball forward. It's Tony Sheridan running onto it. Tony Hall tried to play the offside, but no problems now. It's still back with Stephen Gagan at this point. Greg Costello has the ball. He plays it wide for Declan Gagan. Gagan, a lot of space down the left-hand side here. Looks at his options. Ball bobbles a little bit on the bumpy pitch. He puts it across. Desi Baker tries to get a head on it, but it's Tony Hall who puts it out, and it'll be another corner to Shelbourne. Over here on the Waterford's right, Shelbourne's left flank, the grandstand side of the Regional Sports Centre. It's Desi Baker who's standing over the wall. He'll look to put it across. Right-footed player lobs it in onto the keeper. No problems for Tommy Lynch. He gets up on top, but he heads it out. Scully tries to head it forward. It's Greg Costello puts it back in. It's now with Scully again. Scully plays it forward. Declan Gagan knows exactly where his captain McNeville is. He plays it forward. He can't control it, however, and out over the far side, and it'll be a throw to Waterford. And you're listening to live coverage of the FAI Harp Lager Cup semi-final, Waterford United versus Shelbourne, on Waterford's WLR-FM in association with the Old Stand Pub and Restaurant, Michael Street, and T&H Doolan's famous traditional pub in Georgia Street.
Shelbourne are conceding an amount of free kicks at the moment, and let's hope Waterford United can do something positive with some of them at the moment, because here's another one coming up now.
Ball was Reynolds. Ball taken fast. He floats it in. It's McNeville with the head on it. He has to put it out over for the corner. Nobody calling to him. Another corner to Waterford United. Their 4th of the game. And the first from the left side. Reynolds and Fanning move over there. Maybe looking at one of those sneaky options that they've practiced. But it looks as Reynolds going to lob it in. He's looking for Lynch. No problems there for Neville. Neville clears the danger. Only as far as Chili Power in the centre circle. He launches one back in. Tommy Lynch beats the offside. He has a shot, half shot. It's Scully on the end. He can't get on the ball. And it was Darren Brown, I think, coming in on the far side. He tried to get a foot in it, couldn't. Goff got the hands to it, no problems there. Brown looking for his 2nd goal of the game, the equaliser for Waterford, but unfortunately no problem for Alan Goff.
Tommy Lynch almost scored his first ever goal for Waterford United. He said 2 weeks ago he's bursting a gut trying to get a goal. What a time that would have been to get the equaliser right on the stroke of half time. Ball
right down in front of us. It's Paul Scully on it. He looks to try and get it. Tony Sheridan takes it now with Rutherford. Rutherford goes through 2 players. He gets the overlap. He beats Tony Hall. Tony Hall tries to get it. Rutherford gets the cross across. No problems for John Grace. He holds it, releases it quickly to Alan Reynolds in the centre of the pitch. Reynolds has got Scully outside him. He launches it forward. Only as far as Declan Gagan. The ball now with Scully. He has time to control it. Tony Sheridan gets back to shadow. Gives it back to Chili Power. Chili Power puts it forward again. Looking for Darren Brown. Darren Brown doesn't get it. He's beaten by Pat Scully. And the ball now with Pascal Vaudecan, the right back. He's over there far right. Plays in the midfield. He's back helping his defence.
Yeah, that's a good sign that Vaughan has to actually go back and play. So often in the fence during the past 10 minutes, he's been pushed further and further back, where he was extremely dangerous in the early part of this game, which is good news for Waterford.
Once again, the ball launched, trying to get it in over behind Tommy Lynch. No problems, however. It'll be a throw to Waterford. And with no more action, we've played 40 seconds of injury time. The referee, Jerry Perry, holds it up. Half-time here at the Regional Sports Centre. Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2. After 2.5 minutes, it was Stephen Gagan who got the ball in after a mistake from a corner. On 28 minutes mark, Rutherford latched onto a ball that was dropped by John Grace. He put it over the line. But a minute later, Darren Brown with a superb left-footed shot past Alan Goff in the Shelbourne goal, in off the left upright. It's Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2. We'll take a break. Both goalkeepers checks his watch, and we're underway. The second half, the FAI Cup semi-final. Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2. And the ball with McNeville. He tries to get it forward. He's in the middle of the park. Ball now with Reynolds. Reynolds tries to loop it in over the back of Declan Gagan. Gagan holds onto it, no problem. He mixed up there with the keeper. Alan Goff has to get on it. Out as far as Reynolds. Reynolds looks to clear the space, puts it on Joe Reynolds. Reynolds now back to his player manager, Tommy Lynch. Lynch puts it forward. Colin Fanning does well to keep it in play. He gets it back off Donald Golden, but overplays the ball and it's out over the end line. It'll be a goal kick to Shelbourne.
Nice positive opening there in the second half from Waterford United. They're going to take this game to Shelbourne and try and get that equaliser.
Well, we've played just less than a minute of the second half. Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2. Goal kick to Shelbourne. Alan Goff now defending the City goal. He prepares to take the kick out. And everybody anxiously waiting. Lofts it high out over the centre line. It's Paul Scully who gets up on it first. Ball now with Darren Brown. Darren Brown to Sean Reardon. He plays it forward, but out over the sideline. He was looking for Darren Brown. Or Paul Scully, I should say. He couldn't control it. It's now a throw to Shelbourne. Shelbourne, Declan Gagan on the left side, looking for Rutherford. Rutherford heads it forward, looking for Desi Baker. It's Chili Parry gets on it. It's now back with Waterford. Darren Brown winning the throw. Throw into Waterford over on the far side of the pitch. Chili takes it quick to Alan Reynolds. Alan Reynolds gives it back. Plays it, however, bad for him. It's now with Rutherford. Reynolds manages to get back over it and puts it out for the throw to relieve the pressure a little bit. Throw in to Shelbourne. Shelbourne play forward. Desi Baker now over on the left side, right up forward, shadowed by two players. Tries to cut inside. No problems, however, for Tony Hall. And he clears the ball to give a throw to Shelbourne.
Crowd a little bit subdued. Waterford United, if they get a second goal, the place will erupt, of course. But this is the time I think the team need a crowd behind them. So let's hope the crowd will get into full voice and give Waterford United the lift that they need at this stage.
And we do have some crowd. It's certainly the bank's full around the City goal. The pitch surrounded 3, 4, 5 people deep. Certainly about 8,000 people here at the Regional Sports Centre this evening for this FAI Cup semi-final. And Shelbourne did bring a few supporters as well, Matt.
They did indeed. They're all congregated down there at the Ballybeg end of the goal, but they're extremely quiet. Extremely quiet, so they know this game is far from over yet also. Well,
poor ball there. Joe Reynolds managed to get a toe on it. He gives it to Reardon. Reardon looks, checks inside. He's in the centre of the pitch. He plays it forward into space. Too far forward, however. There was no way Paul Scully was going to get to that, and it goes all the way through to Alan Goff.
Yeah, that was a poor ball again, Ray, there, as you said, from Pat Sinnott. And I say very shortly indeed, we could see the number 13 jersey of Tron Debbie's making an appearance in the dugout.
Well, it's Goff to take the kick. He lofts it deep into the Waterford half. Tony Hall under it. It was Desi Baker who challenged Tony Hall for it. However, Hall got the better of it. Ball now out over the sideline, over the far side, midway in the Waterford half. Chili Parr takes it. Scully tries to play it first time, makes a mess of the ball with Rutherford. Back with Rutherford, it's Sean Reardon who manages to put it out. He touches the ball off Rutherford, it'll be a Waterford throw. Chili Parr takes it fast, forward for Dolan Golden. Golden touches onto it, plays it forward for Darren Brown, but Darren Brown well offside in that. And the assistant referee, Eddie Foley, over there, no problems there with that decision. It was well offside. And of course, don't forget tonight's coverage brought to you, compliments and in association with the Old Stand Pub and Restaurant, Michael Street, T&H Doolan's famous traditional pub in Georgia Street. And also on the internet, compliments of the Waterford Voyager Internet Cafe. Ball again, once again with the Shelbourne. Rutherford looking for the little flick on. Chili Parr reads it well. He relieves pressure. Only as far as Dave Campbell. He plays it back forward again. It's with Chili Parr. And another throw to Waterford over the right. In fact, the referee spots an infringement. He gives a kick out. John Grace comes out of his area. The ball just outside the Waterford United area. Centre. Right of centre, in fact. Grace kicks it out. Again, looking for Darren Brown. Darren Brown tries to get it. Davy Campbell gets the head on the ball, sends it forward. Back with Brown. Brown as far as Golden. Golden has it at his feet. He's looking for options. Reynolds gets it. Touches on goal. Yes, and a superb shot there. Really just what it was a half chance for Darren Brown. The ball came in from Reynolds. With his back to goal, Brown turned around. He played it forward. It bounced in front, but Goff did get down to it. He managed to touch the ball around, and it's out over for a corner to Reynolds. Colin Fanning takes that fast one all the time. Right, Alan Goff spots the right. Reynolds didn't react properly. Another fast corner wasted. David Campbell first. He gets the ball forward. He's taking quickest now with Reynolds. Reynolds tries to touch it on. It's as far as Mick Neville. Greg Costello puts it forward. Only as far as Fanning. Fanning plays it on. It's Neville who kicks it out. Now it's all up in the air. Sean Reardon plays it back into the Shelbourne half. And it's now forward for Rutherford. Rutherford gets a foot in it. Chili Parr gets in the way. Referee sees nothing wrong with that challenge. Ball breaks forward, hits Rutherford, goes forward. It's now with John Grace. And he'll kick the ball.
Damien Richards is not happy with that decision. He's out on the running track there.
We've got a superb ball here. And we've got Darren Brown running on. He challenges. He charges into the goalkeeper, Alan Goff. Referee, no questions on it. It's a foul. He played it forward. But a superb ball off there from John Grace. It looked as if Darren Brown had got in behind it. He charged into Goff. Referee gives a free. Certainly this seems to be the pressure. Put the pressure on the goalkeeper, loft the ball high into the area and look for a mistake off one of the defenders.
Yeah, the shot just 2 minutes ago, of course, Ray, it appeared to hit a divot, and that's why Alan Goff had to turn it around for a corner that Waterford United made a complete mess of. But it appeared to hit a divot, and that's what caused the problems to Alan Goff. Having said that, it was a pretty good effort from Darren Brown.
At this stage, I think teams have figured out that short corner for Waterford. Even Waterford got caught by it at this stage. We're now down deep in the Waterford half. Chili Parr over on his right. The Waterford right flank, Shelbourne's left. And he's under pressure, forced to put the ball out over for a Shelbourne throw. Midway in the Waterford half. Over on the far touchline. It's taken by Declan Gagan. It's now all the way on the other side of the pitch. Pascal Vaudecan, the Frenchman. He looks at his options. Joe Reynolds he tries to take on. He chips it over. Go looking for the back post. Too far. Rutherford can't get on it. It's now with Grace. And he gathers the ball, plays it forward. Paul Scully with the ball now. As Waterford come away again over on the far right side. Waterford's right. The Tremore Road side of the Regional Sports Centre. Chili Parr launches one forward into space. Davy Campbell gets ahead of it. He puts it out for a throw. They throw to Waterford, taken quickly. Now with Reynolds. Ball back at Scully. He can't control it. Touches off his leg, goes out. It'll be now a throw for Shelbourne. Again taken quickly, but it's back with Waterford. Paul Scully has it. He plays it forward for Donald Golden. He's shadowed by Davy Campbell. Touches it back to Scully. Scully looks for Alan Reynolds. Alan Reynolds on the ball. He moves down to the right. Leaves it for Scully. Scully comes inside. Scully still coming. He tries to get over. He's fumbled, knocked off the ball. It's with Shelbourne. And Shelbourne break very, very quickly. A very, very fast ball forward from Greg Costello. Looking for Mark Rutherford over on the left side. Rutherford now on the ball. Chili Parr chasing him. Rutherford looking to go on. He approaches the Waterford area. He's inside the area. Gagan is at the top here. He's free and tries a superb shot. He tries to put it past. John Grace spreads himself wide, but the ball goes wide of the right upright and wide. But Gagan given a lot of space at the top of the Waterford penalty area.
Oh, I got acres of space there. That was absolutely crazy from the Waterford United defence. They can't leave a player like Gagan free like that, and Waterford extremely lucky that Gagan's shot just went inches wide of John Grace's upright.
The shades of that Macedonian goal, a lot of space, picked the spot, but unfortunately, or fortunately for Waterford, he puts it right of the upright. And back with the action, it's a throw into Waterford. Just approaching halfway, Reynolds takes it to Golan. Golan heads it on. No problems for Pat Scully. He plays it forward again. Tommy Lynch under it. He gets the head on at the ball. As far as Reynolds gives it back to Chili Parr. Chili Parr forward, looking for Scully. Too far forward. It's back with Shelbourne. Rutherford now. He's got around. It's back into the areas. Rutherford comes across. Desi Baker gets the foot in the middle, and Baker with acres of space. He couldn't control the ball, went over the Waterford United crossbar, and again Rutherford got in behind Chili Parr. Superb ball across.
A little bit too much weight on it, I'm afraid, from Shelbourne's point of view there, and Desi Baker just could not control it and hit the ball high over the bar from about 6 yards. Just the ball a little bit too heavy from Mark Rutherford, but he got around John Power there very easily indeed.
Back in the centre of the field, Alan Reynolds on the ball. He's looking for Colin Fanning out here on the left. Waterford United's left, gives it back. Joe Reynolds tries to loop it over. Pat Scully sees the danger, plays it safe and gives it out for a throw to Waterford. Waterford have to put the pressure on. They need that goal back. Trailing, of course, 2-1 here. They played 10 minutes of the second half, 55 minutes of the game in total. It'll be Reynolds to take it. He lobs one into the Waterford area. He's looking for Darren Brown. It's put out. Sean Reardon, in fact, challenged for the game. Mick Neville puts the ball out. It'll be another corner for Shelbourne. This time Alan Reynolds decides he's going to put one in into the penalty area, trying to move the children back so he can have a clear shot. Great ball in. It's Tommy Lynch coming deep. It's now with Tony Hall. Tommy Lynch, if he had connected there, I think he would have buried it. Chili Parr loses possession now. Shelbourne break very, very quick. Pascal Vaudecan down the right side. We've got a 4-on-2 situation here. Vaudecan still trying to take on Reynolds, gives it back, and he lays it back for Greg Costello. Greg Costello blasts the ball over, but there was an absolute superb chance there for Shelbourne.
They were indeed 5-on-2, as you said, and the Shelbourne players are not quite happy with the way things turned out there. Vaudecan, I think, took the wrong option by laying it back. He would have actually had a go himself, but 5-on-2. Waterford United will have to be extremely careful with those very, very swift breakaways by the Shelbourne players.
And they really are classy. They find their players. No problems there. The ball moved very, very quickly to Pascal Vaudecan, playing right midfield this evening. Comes back in after injury. It's now with Tommy Lynch in the centre circle. He plays it forward. He was looking for Paul Scully. It's now with Reynolds back in the centre. Reynolds looking for an option, can't find it, gives it to Tony Hall. Tony Hall looks up, he plays it forward again into the right corner. Donal Golden chasing it. He's shouted by Davy Campbell. Golden still with possession. He plays it high, right in on the area. It's Alan Goff right in on top of the leg. Darren Brown coming in late. Goff couldn't control it, but he touches it just by his left upright, and he puts it out for the corner.
Well, that was the highest cross all night. There's definitely snow on that one coming down, Ray. That was the highest ball. And Alan Goff, in fairness, did well at the far post there. He just palmed it away out for a corner kick.
We've had another corner for Waterford. It's their 6th of the game. Also 6 corners by Shelbourne. Alan Reynolds is going to take it. He looking to loft it in again. Tommy Lynch running, going forward, looking for Lynch. Lynch was looking to get a foot in it. Tony Hall tried to get a left leg on it, and he couldn't manage to get it on target. Ball's wide. It'll be a kick out to Shelbourne.
Ball was a little bit too high, I'm afraid, there for Tony Hall. If it had to be a little bit lower, he swung his left leg at it, and he could have perhaps got the shot on target, but a little bit too high for him, and it went harmlessly wide of Alan Costello.
We've got a throw. We've got a kick out for Shelbourne. Shelbourne played Alan Goff with the kick. Rutherford seems to climb up on the back of Sean Reardon. No fouls to the referee. The ball with Waterford, however. They're breaking quick. It's with Colin Fanning. Joe Reynolds going on the overlap. Ball comes in over Vaudecan. Great ball, Joe Reynolds. He's now in possession. He plays it first time in. Keeper calls for it. No problems for Goff, and he gathers it up. Looks for his options. Plays it out. Looking for Rutherford out on the left side. Rutherford now taking on Chili Parr. Chili Parr gets a foot in it and puts the ball out. It's a throw into Shelbourne right on halfway over the left side. We've played 13.5 minutes of the second half, 58.5 minutes of the game. Waterford United trailing Shelbourne by 2-1 here at the Regional Sports Centre in this FAI Harp Lager Cup semi-final. Ball back with Shelbourne. It's now with McNeville. McNeville plays it forward into the space. He's looking for Stephen Gagan. Tommy Lynch intercepts. It's with Colin Fanning at this stage. Greg Costler gets a foot and puts it out. It'll be a throw for Waterford. And Waterford United's throw. Joe Reynolds to take it here on the left side, midway in the Waterford half, here on the grandstand side of the Regional Sports Centre. Plays it forward, Donald Golan controls it well. He launches one forward, out wide, looking for Paul Scully. Scully gets ahead in it. He's got no options there. No problems for Davy Campbell. He heads it forward as far as Chili Power. Chili Power launches one high again, looking for Scully. Scully controlling it. He's been held a little bit by Gagan. No fouls to the referee. Scully gets around, touches off Gagan. It'll be a throw to Waterford. Taken very quickly. It's now with Reynolds. Reynolds gives it back to him. Referee sees no problems there. Tony Sheridan seems to impede Alan Reynolds. It's now out here on the right, Shelbourne's right, the near side of the grandstand with Pascal Vodican. However, he gives a poor ball away. It's intercepted by Colin Fanning. It's now with Joe Reynolds. He launches one into space. No problems. Paul Scully in on the back of it. Gagan couldn't get up on it. Scully tries to see it out for a corner and wins the corner. Very good play there from Paul Scully.
Well, Scully did well there. He showed a great determination and was determined to get something, either a corner kick or a cross in. Did well.
Corner taken fast with Fanning. However, he loses possession. It goes forward, Desi Baker. And we're getting reports of a goal at Dalymount Park. Derry City leading Bohemians by 1-0 in the other cup semi-final. Of course, 2-1 here to Shelbourne. Ball now with Tommy Lynch, midway in the Shelbourne half. They loft it over, looking for space. Gagan gets on it. He heads it out again. It's with Greg Costello. Sean Reardon sticks his foot in. Can't control. A ball is seen safely out over the end line by Alan Goff. It'll be a kick out to Shelbourne. And Waterford still putting a bit of pressure on them.
They are indeed, and the stakes are really high now, of course. If Derry City continue and hold on to win, and if Waterford can get a result and win this game, Waterford would play European Cup football next year, because it would appear that Derry City are champions elect of the Premier Division. So perhaps Waterford United could be just about 29 minutes away from European Cup football.
Well, it's Alan Goff with the kick out. The crowd trying to get behind Waterford United. Tommy Lynch gets ahead on the ball. Bobbles around the midfield. Pascal Vodican gathers it. He plays it forward. However, Lynch reads it. He tries to ricochets off Tony Sheridan. It's now with Joe Reynolds. Reynolds has no option but to relieve pressure. He puts it out over a throw. Throw to Shelbourne, deep in the Waterford half, 10 yards from the end line. Pascal Vodican looks at his options, gives it to Sheridan. He receives it back. He can't control it, and the ball actually out over the sideline, and it'll be a throw to Waterford.
Little outburst of laughter from the crowd there a couple of moments ago. It was announced that Bob Tweedy had won the half-time draw. Of course, Bob Tweedy is a director of Waterford United. He also won the draw in Cove 2 weeks ago, so I wonder what horse is he backing in the Grand National tomorrow. I think I'll ask him. We could get a few bob out of it.
Well, back with the action. Golan challenging for it. Sean Reardon gets a foot and he puts it on in Tony Hall. Tony Hall plays it out again. Davy Campbell gathers, plays the ball high. Out to the right, Rutherford trying to control it in the lights. See, no problem, good control, but he loses. Scully challenging, and it's Declan Gagan who relieves pressure. He comes to Rutherford's rescue, plays the ball forward, looking for Stephen Gagan. Tony Hall, no problems, he reads it. He's fouled by Stephen Gagan. And we notice some of the Waterford United substitutes beginning to warm up, so maybe a change in the offing. Throw into Waterford now. On the other side of the pitch, just ran halfway. Ball with Sean Reardon. Sean Reardon tries to hold. He lobs it in. It's Darren Brown who tries to get a foot in it. McNeville reads it. He relieves pressure. Neville seems to have taken a knock from Darren Brown. Referee calling on the assistants. And really, Waterford have to get this goal back early.
Yeah, well, they're doing okay, Ray. They've come into the game again now after a little bit of a lull period there a short while ago. But the past 5 or 6 minutes, they appear to be knocking it around very nicely indeed. And ball is not lost, and perhaps that equaliser is not too far away.
Well, Shelbourne, of course, bidding to retain the cup. Injury to McNeville, the captain. He's receiving treatment as we speak. And
also our hotel
if they can get this goal, you think they can get a third one, Matt?
But they haven't looked that impressive, actually. Just a couple of breakaways in the second half, Ray. Waterford United have looked the more dangerous side, I feel, in the second half. And at this stage, you would put your money on Waterford perhaps scoring the next goal. And let's hope that's what's going to happen.
Well, we've played nearly 19 minutes, 64 minutes of the game. Ball with Waterford United. Alan Reynolds tries to come inside. Greg Costello, he loses possession, however. Ball pressure relieved. Tony Hall tries to play to his captain. He gives it to Stephen Gagan. Now we've got a 4-on-3. The ball forward into the left channel. Desi Baker chasing it. He tries to keep it in. Does very, very well to keep it in. It's now with Stephen Gagan. But unfortunately, the referee says Desi Baker didn't keep it in. It gives a kick out to Waterford. But again, Shelbourne very, very quick on the break.
Yeah, the referee on this side, on the grandstand side, was waving frantically that the ball was out over the end line, and Jerry Perry, the referee, took just a couple of seconds to realise that the flag was up. And no doubt thousands of Waterford people informed him that the linesman actually had the flag up.
Well, Shelbourne come away with the ball once again. They're relieving pressure, looking for Rutherford. But it's Declan Gagan, or Dave Campbell, who overhits the ball. He plays it in. It's throw into Waterford, take quickly back to the keeper, John Grace, and he'll look to launch another high ball, perhaps forward for Darren Brown once again to run onto the ball high, deep into the Shelbourne half. Darren Brown, yes, looking for it's with Reynolds now. Alan Reynolds tries a half shot, I think you would count that. From
sort of a half volley, a bit optimistic from about 35 yards range, and it really wasn't, he hadn't controlled the ball. If he had controlled the ball, okay, it was worth a while, but he hadn't controlled the ball, so that has to go down as somewhat of a wasted chance for the home side.
Well, we've got another kick out for Shelbourne. The Shelbourne substitute now warming up. Maybe that's just a warning to the players out on the pitch that if you don't shape up, then Damien Richardson looking to change. Goff kicks it out. Tony Hall under it. He gets a good header on it. Good clean header. It's flicked on by Darren Brown. Looking for Colin Fanning. He's putting pressure on McNeville. Colin Fanning in looking for the ball. McNeville chasing him. Fanning does well to gather it. He's just outside the area on the left side, down in the corner. He's looking for his options. Getting no support. Neville puts a foot in it. He puts it out. And it'll be a throw to Waterford.
Damien Richardson, the Shelbourne manager, very animated indeed on the running track, so he's not happy with the way things are panning out over the last 5-6 minutes.
Well, the ball taken by Reynolds, he puts it in. Pressure relieved. As far as Chili Parr looks to play over the defence, looking for Alan Reynolds, but overplays the ball out over the sideline, and it'll be a throw to Shelbourne here on the grandstand side of the Regional Sports Centre. A third of the way in the Shelbourne half. McNeville coming across to take it. He's beginning to show a little bit of signs, I think, of wear and tear. McNeville receives the ball back from Stephen Gagan, who's playing very, very deep. Now with Reynolds tries to lob it in over. Goff calls for it, and he comes out. Shadowed back by Pat Scully. Donal Golden no chance, and the ball back with Goff. And it's Goff to launch one forward. The Shelbourne keeper changes his mind, rolls it out of his area, out to the right side. Now he plays it forward. Tommy Lynch reads it no problem. He beats Desi Baker to the ball. The ball is now with Alan Reynolds. Reynolds gives it back to his player manager. He plays it forward, looking for Donal Golden. Golden, good header on the ball with Darren Brown at this stage. He plays it square, and a great ball there to Paul Scully. We've got Sean Reardon coming through the other side. Shelbourne back quite well. It's Paul Scully now with the ball. He plays it out wide for Chili Parr. Chili Parr takes his eye off the ball. Rutherford puts it on. He puts it out for a throw, and a throw into Waterford. Waterford take it quick. It's back with Scully, back down deep in the Shelbourne half. He turns, plays the ball off Declan Gagan, and it'll be another corner to Waterford. Good play there by Paul Scully.
Yeah, good play by 2 or 3 Waterford players there, but they're not really making use of these corner kicks, and really they should be lobbing them right in under the crossbar. And let's hope Colin Fanning will do something like that this time.
Well, the 8th corner of the game. They lead the corner count, Waterford United. Fanning plays it wide out. He's looking for Paul Scully. It's now with Tony Hall. He plays it back. Reynolds launches one forward. Good ball there for Donal Golden. Tries the overhead kick. He plays it forward. Brown chases it, but Goff no problems gathering the ball there.
Yeah, he did well there. A good overhead kick, and Scully almost got in on top of it. That was a very good effort indeed from Donal Golden. But Damien Richard is very animated indeed, and he's having deep discussions with the people in the dugout, and you could see a Shelbourne substitution very, very shortly, I'd imagine.
Yes, Shelbourne substitute. I think we have 2 Waterford substitutes warming up as we speak, taking their tops off. I'm sure Tron Debes will be anxious to get back into the game. He appears to have stripped down. And we have a first substitution for Shelbourne. The number 12 coming into the game, Brian Flood. He replaces number 4, Mick Neville. I just spoke and he's been to show signs of wear and tear.
He was indeed. Well, he's about at 35, 36 at this stage.
And we have Pat Sinnott and Tron Debes joining the game. And Shamie Code called it correct. Pat Sinnott looks to be replacing Joe Reynolds. Joe Reynolds coming off after 24 minutes, 69 minutes of the game. Joe Reynolds is replaced, as is Colin Fanning, the 23-year-old. His birthday today, 23 years old. And substitutes in.
Colin Fanning is off.
Colin Fanning is gone. Joe Reynolds is gone. Pat Sinnott is in, as is Trond Debes. And Brian Flood has come in for Mick Neville. And Greg Costello has come back into the right back position. So Flood playing in the centre of the park. It's Pat Sinnott gets his first touch. He gives it to Reynolds. Reynolds plays it forward to Golan. Golan touches on to Debes. Debes plays it into the left corner. It's Sinnott chasing. He's back with Debes. Debes looks up at his options. He plays it deep. Goff comes for it. Calls for the ball. Very, very good catch and no problems for Alan Goff. He holds on to it and he launches the ball forward as far as the halfway line. Stephen Gagan picks it up, gives it back to Rutherford. Rutherford gives it to Flood. Flood can't control it. Obviously the eye not in. Reynolds plays it through. Looking for Tron Debes, a bit too far ahead, and no danger there for Goff, and he picks the ball up.
Yeah, Pat Sinnott now he's going to play in midfield for Waterford United, so he's going to have his hands full, I'd imagine, with Pascal Vaudekun, and let's hope he's fresh legs. Can't tell against Vaudekun, who has just come back from a 5-week suspension.
Well, it's Rutherford now. Rutherford turns inside Chili Parr. He tries to get the ball across, but Chili Parr does the job, and he forces Rutherford to put the ball out over the end line, high over the bar, and it'll be a kick out for Waterford. You're listening to live coverage of the FAI Harp Lager Cup semi-final, Waterford United versus Shelbourne on Waterford's WLR-FM, in association with the Old Stand Pub and Restaurant Michael Street and T&H Doolan's famous traditional pub of George's Street. And we've played 71 minutes, 19 minutes left for Waterford to do the business, to get that goal back. 2 bad goals given away by Waterford, I must admit. The first after 2.5 minutes, and the second after 28 minutes, Stephen Gagan after 2.5 minutes, Mark Rutherford after 28 minutes, and the reply from Darren Brown. And really everything to play for here at the Regional Sports Centre.
Tron Debes is slotted back into midfield. I thought perhaps he may have played a 3 up front, but he's not. He's going to put Debes in midfield.
Well, the ball with Grace. Grace plays it out. He plays it forward. However, Golan was well offside, and the referees no problem in calling that. It'll be a free to Shelbourne, taken by Dave Campbell. He plays it forward, looking for Rutherford over on the left. Rutherford tries to get around Chili Power, but the ball is out over the sideline, and it'll be a throw to Waterford. So we've played 28 minutes of the second half. Half shot there. No problems for John Grace. The shot coming in from Greg Costello. Grace gets up quickly, gives the ball forward. It's with Donald Golden. He tries to control it now with Reynolds. Reynolds plays it forward, looking for Debes. Greg Costello gets a head on it. He gives it as far as Rutherford. Rutherford now in possession, plays outside for Declan Gagan. Chili Parr gets a great foot on the ball. He's up again quickly, and he plays it into the corner for Darren Brown. It's now Darren Brown out right. He plays the ball in, no problems there for Shelbourne. They come away with the ball again. And it's now with Declan Gagan. Gagan finds Rutherford. Rutherford skips the tackle. Chili Parr stays down after that. I think a little bit of cramp maybe. Now forward with Tony Sheridan. Sheridan into Gagan. Gagan in space outside the area. He plays it back inside for Sheridan. Sheridan tries to put it across for Gagan. Gagan can't get a foot in it. It's Pat Sinnott who relieves pressure. He plays the ball away. only as far as Greg Costello. Costello looks to find Vaudecan, but Waterford get it away again. Golden skips around. That's a great play from Golan. He's now with Debes. Debes here on the left side, just over halfway. He plays the ball into space. A superb ball for Darren Brown. Can Darren Brown put it away? And he blasts the ball over. A superb ball from Tron Debes. He blasts the ball over from just inside the halfway line. And the referee spots an infringement. He comes back after the play. Very, very good play by the referee. He left the advantage go, but he comes back to give Greg Costello a yellow card. The Shelbourne number 7 gives him a yellow card. He says he left the foot in on a tackle there. Probably came in on Debes after the ball was played. But really, Darren Brown should have done better with that.
He should have hit the target at least. He just hit it way over the bar when really he should have done better. But fair play to him. He got loose. At least it's a chance created. As you said, a great ball from Tron Debes. It's another good chance created by Waterford. If they can create another 2 or 3 of them, I've no doubt whatsoever that the equaliser is in Waterford United's grasp.
Well, the ball played forward again from Gough. Referee spots an infringement, however, and it'll be a free out to Waterford. About 10 yards inside the Waterford half. Chili Power puts it down fast. He looks to play it. Just on the centre circle. He plays it forward into space, looking for Paul Scully. Gagan chases it. Scully tries to get it, but the ball out over the line. Good work there from Declan Gagan. He sees the ball out. It'll be a kick out to Waterford.
Yeah, I said moments ago that Damien Richardson was looking very agitated there on the line, and a lot of the Shelbourne players are looking agitated at the moment. There's a lot of cribbing and complaining going on among each other, so the Shelbourne team are not too happy at the moment. They know that Waterford United are on top, and if they can create more chances like Debbie's did there for Darren Brown just about 2 minutes ago, undoubtedly the equaliser is within Waterford United's grasp, but take this game at least into extra time.
Well, Waterford have just 15 minutes left of this game to see if they can pull back this equaliser, maybe send the game to extra time and get that winner that will put them into the FA Cup or the FAI Cup final for the first time since 1980. In fact, this will be the first time of this present club would be in the final if they manage to get the better of Shelbourne here.
But I think I stand corrected there, Ray. We actually got there in 1986 under Alfie Hale, of course.
That's correct. Yes, my apologies.
The excitement is getting to you, Ray.
My apologies to Alfie Hale. And we have a free to Shelbourne. About 35, 36 yards out over on the left, taken quickly. Ball beats everybody. Vaudecan trying to chase it, but he can't control it. He can't keep it in play, and it's a kick out to Waterford. John Grace putting the ball down. They'll look to speed the game up. Try and get this equaliser back.
Perhaps as in the next 2 or 3 minutes, he may put Debbies to play up front with Golden and Darren Brown. Who knows?
Well, the ball with Debbies at the moment. It's now with Golden. Golden tries to slot it through. David Campbell sees it. He's no problems there. He gives it to Costello. Costello plays it forward. Looking for Desi Baker. Desi Baker can't get it. It's Tony Hall who gets it. The ball played forward. There was certainly didn't seem to be a question of offside there. We're right in line with it as we look at it. But the assistant linesman, Eddie Foley, over on the far side, he puts his flag up and gives Shelbourne the free. Taken by David Campbell, looking for Rutherford. Rutherford in space. Rutherford down in the left corner. Chili Power shouting on. He puts a foot up. Very, very good. And it'll be a throw to Shelbourne. And we're getting reports from Dalymount Park. Derry now seem to making it safe. The game very, very late in the game at this stage at Dalymount Park. Derry City 2, Bohemians 0. And as we speak here, we've got 13 minutes left in the game. It's Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2. A throw in to Waterford over in their right corner, taken quickly by Chili Power. Chili Power to Tony Hall. Tony Hall plays it forward to Sean Reardon. Sean Reardon tries to get Donald Golden away, but yet again the Shelbourne offside trap working very, very well. The 4 move out and a Golden cut offside. Gagan takes it. The ball now with back out here with Greg Costello. Greg Costello has to work hard. He launches it forward. It's now with Stephen Gagan. Gagan plays it out to Vaudecan here on the right flank. He's out on the touchline. He gives it inside to Tony Sheridan. Sheridan left-footed across. Gagan seems to be free. Gagan tries to get a foot in it, or gets the head on the ball, but he can't direct it to goal. He puts it wide and it'll be a kick out to Waterford.
What a superb pass that was from Tony Sheridan. That was sheer class. A man who played 9 times for Coventry City's first team in 1992. The outside of his left foot. Superb cross to the far post. That was absolutely excellent from Tony Sheridan.
Well, Grace takes the kick out only as far as Declan Gagan. He puts it forward again, looking for his brother Stephen. Tony Hall plays a superb overhead. He has it back. He launches it back, tries to get the attack going again. But Brian Flood has the ball in midfield. He plays it for Vaudecan. Vaudecan tries to put it off Tony. He's back inside the area. Vaudecan checks. Tony Lynch gets back. Tommy Lynch, I should say. He relieves pressure. Greg Costello plays it now with Reynolds. Reynolds puts it forward. It's Costello again. And Reynolds, they're playing touch football together. It's now with Scully in the centre. Scully plays it right for Chili Power. Chili Power over on the right side. He launches one in. Tron Davis gets on it. Looking for Pat Sinnott coming in behind. But Vaudecan gets the foot in it. It's now with Tommy Lynch. He looks up, he checks, comes inside, gives it back out. Sinnott plays a great ball across, but it's David Campbell who gets ahead in it. Chili Power launches it back inside, but no problems for Shelbourne. They get away now with Rutherford. Rutherford to Gagan. Gagan plays it forward, looking for Desi Baker. The speed man can get around Sean Reardon. He actually gets around Sean Reardon. And Desi Baker dives looking for the penalty. Referee has none of it. Waves play on and Waterford come away again. Ball now with Tony Hall. Hall tries to get a high one on it. Gets as far as Reynolds. Reynolds tries to play it forward. Referee adjudges them to fouled. And it'll be a free to Shelbourne just inside the centre circle. And confirmation of the final score. Derry City already virtually assured of the First Division, the Premiership title. And Derry now in their FAI Cup final. They've beaten Bohemians at Dalymount Park by 2-0. Waterford United have just under 10 minutes to rescue this semi-final here at the Regional Sports Centre. Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2.
Well, the stakes are absolutely extremely high now for Waterford United. Not only a place in Lansdowne Road on the 5th of May, of course, but also almost guaranteed the European Cup Winners' Cup football next season if they can get a result, a win from this game, or at least win the replay on Sunday if they can get the equaliser here. Well, European football and a cup final place in Lansdowne Road. The stakes are absolutely massive at the moment.
Well, just over 9 minutes left for them to do it. However, at this moment, it's a free to Shelbourne inside the centre circle. Tony Sheridan standing over, that cultured left foot of Sheridan's. He's looking for options. The referee tells him to get on with it. He plays it forward, looking for Rutherford. Ball chased out by Chili Power. He goes off his head, and it'll be a corner to Shelbourne. And Desi Baker moving over to the far side, right over in the corner, left side for Shelbourne. Waterford United's right, and everybody back to defend. Donald Golan staying up front, Pat Sinnott staying out wide on the left-hand side. It's launched into the air. Vaudecan coming back. Tony Hall gets on a foot on it. Switch Sheridan. He tries to tee it up on his left peg. He gets to see it now. No problems, however, for Grace. Grace handles it, holds it well, and plays it forward, but the referee says that Donald Golden was offside and gives the free to Shelbourne. And we're all hoping, of course, for Waterford to get back in this game. However, if they are beaten tonight, we'll be bringing you live coverage of Waterford United's next First Division game. That's against Kilkenny at Buckley Park next Tuesday night, live here on WLR-FM. That game kicking off at 7:15. Once again, Shelbourne on the attack. Grace out quickly, shadowed by Tony Hall. And he relieves pressure again. It's now with Reynolds. Reynolds breaking through the midfield, the centre midfield, looking at his options. A ball through, it's a good chance. And Tron Davies leaves the ball run. Goff out quickly. He had Donald Golan left. If he had just touched it, it was a certain equaliser. But he can't get the ball in. Maybe it's not Waterford United's night. A superb chance there for Waterford United to get back on terms. And once again, the ball trying to come in over the defence. The assistant referee, Eddie Foley, on the far side, he adjudges Donald Golan that he is offside, and again a very tight decision, Matt.
I'll have to agree with you there, Ray, on the first one. Absolutely, Debbie should have laid the ball off to Donald Golan. He was completely free, but he tried to round Alan Goff. Alan Goff got down very, very fastly indeed to take the ball off Debbie's feet. But what a great chance for Waterford United. He should have laid the ball square for Golan, and that surely would have made it Shelbourne 2, Waterford United 2.
Well, we have another sub. Joe Harkin, the Waterford United sub, the third sub. This is Tommy Lynch, and Martin Barrett's the last card. He's on the sideline waiting to come in, waiting for an opportunity when the ball goes out of play to join the foray. If he can do anything, we've got 7 minutes left in this game. The 83rd minute, Waterford look as if they're on the way out of this FAI Cup. snapshot there from Tony Sheridan, that left-footed shot. And Donald Golden is the man to be withdrawn. Donald Golden coming off. Pat Sinnott entering, or Joe Harkin, I should say, he's entering the fray. And we also have a substitute, John O'Rourke. He comes in for Shelbourne. He replaces Declan Gagan. Donald Golden will play no further part in this game.
Yeah, Tron Debbies now is going to partner Darren Brown up front, and Pat Sinnott is also going to play up front. So Waterford are going to play 3 strikers to try and get this equaliser during the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Well, the ball played forward fast, but only as far as Greg Costello. Greg Costello plays it out over the sideline, just into Waterford United's half here on the grandstand side of the Regional Sports Centre. Tommy Lynch is coming to take it. He's looking at his options. He plays it forward. He's looking for Darren Brown. It's now with Pat Sinnott. Tron Debbies with the ball. There's a huge muzzle just inside the Shelbourne goal area. The end result is the ball is back at the halfway line. Sean Reardon has it, nearly loses it, but he plays it forward, looking for Debbies again. Debbies looks very, very bright. Can't control it, however, and the ball is now with Shelbourne. Tony Sheridan with the ball, and Alan Reynolds gets in the way. Sheridan seems to throw a punch there at Alan Reynolds. The referee doesn't seem to, hasn't seen it. And it's a throw to Waterford over on the far side, right on halfway on the far side. Waterford United's right, taken by Chili Power, as far as Sean Reardon. He plays it left for Tommy Lynch. Tommy Lynch plays it forward for Paul Scully. Paul Scully heads it on. It seemed to have come off Dave Campbell's hand, but referee says no. And it's out over the sideline. It's now a throw for Waterford United as they look for this, desperately seeking this equaliser. Alan Reynolds going to take the throw. He's over on the right-hand side.
But it's quite obvious what Shelbourne they've set the stall out for the last 5 minutes. Everybody, bar Desi Baker, is back in the Waterford United area.
And Tommy Lynch needs to move forward. It's with Debbies. Debbies tries the overhead kick. The ball is headed out over the end line by Brian Flood. A corner to Waterford United, their 9th of the game. Pat Sinnott goes over to take it.
Brian Flood had absolutely no idea where he was heading that ball. He just jumped up and headed it out for a corner, but he had no idea where the ball was going.
And Pat Sinnott launches the ball right in, and the goalkeeper's gone in, and it's just over. Tron Debbies challenged the goalkeeper. Goff got a hand to it, and he puts it out over the side. It really looked as that ball was going in directly, but as Debbies challenging Alan Goff, didn't look comfortable. He gets a touch to it, and he puts it out for another corner to Waterford.
Alan Goff did very well there.
We've played 40 minutes of the second half, 85.5 minutes altogether. We've got 3.5 minutes left to rescue this game. Another corner for Waterford United. Alan Reynolds to take it, this time on the left. He launches it in. Look, ball breaks. It's now with Scully. Scully tries to keep his head down. Bounces off Greg Costello. Appeals in vain for a penalty. It's now with Vatican. Shelbourne break fast. He plays it out right, outside him. It's now with Tony Sheridan. Sheridan holds it up, back inside with Vatican. Chili Power had come across. Vatican puts one in. It's now with Brian Flood. Or John O'Rourke. John O'Rourke loses possession. It's put forward by Pat Sinnott. Now as far as Debbies, Tron Debbies trying to challenge Greg Costello. Costello shields the ball out, takes the throw in fast, back to his keeper, Alan Goff.
Not one person has left the ground yet, so it just shows you that Waterford United really have been under pressure in the second half. Unfortunately, they just haven't got that equaliser back to bring it back to 2-2, but not one person of this massive crowd has left the stadium so far yet.
87.5 minutes gone in this FAI Cup semi-final here at the Regional Sports Centre in Waterford. It's a kick out to Waterford. John Grace will take it fast. He'll launch one forward again. As Waterford United struggling to get this. Struggles to get it forward. He kicks it out. They're looking for this equaliser. 4 Waterford players up front now. Debbies plays it. Plays it for Darren Brown. Darren Brown tries to launch it over into the corner for Joe Harkin. Overplays the ball. It'll be a throw in, and Shelbourne really holding it. They're wasting time here. Of course, plenty of experience of playing this type of game, holding that 2-1 lead. We're inside the last 2 minutes of the game. Costello takes it, receives it back. can't control it, and now a throw for Waterford. Alan Reynolds coming across once again. He's obviously going to launch one back inside into the Shelbourne area. Alan Reynolds now, can they get this goal? That will see them into extra time. He plays it forward, looking for two players. The ball knocked on. It's back with Reynolds. Reynolds tries his shot. Half attempt, really, and that's gone out over the end line. And a kick out for Shelbourne. Really, that goal 2 minutes into the game. That mistake by the Waterford United defence could cost them dearly as they look to be on their way out of this FAI Cup.
Well, hopefully we speak to Tommy Lynch after the match, and I'm sure he's going to rue those two missed chances, one by Darren Brown, of course, and one by Tron Debbys in the second half. Definitely one of those should have went in for the equaliser.
Well, the game's not over yet. We're inside the last minute. Waterford breakaway. Sean Reardon on the ball. He comes into the midfield. It's now with Joe Harkin. He's back in the midfield. 4 Shelbourne shirts around him, but he manages to get it away. Reynolds plays it forward for Debbys. Debbys controls it, gives it back to Tommy Lynch, playing now in the left back position. He plays it forward again, looking for Debbys, and Pat Scully all over Tron Debbys, really climbed up top of his back, heads it out. Another throw for Waterford. Pat Sinnott with the ball. He takes it fast for Lynch, but he tried to put it in. Desi Baker judged to put his feet up. It'll be a free in for Waterford. We have now played time added on in this FAI Harplager Cup semi-final. Certainly one of the last chances for Waterford United to get this goal back. Alan Reynolds stands over the ball. Pat Sinnott stands over the ball. Reynolds launches it forward. Can we get the ball? Shelbourne get it away. Desi Baker plays it away. We've now got Desi Baker 2-on-2 here. He plays it fast. A ball for Tony Sheridan. Plays it too fast. Offside, taken quickly by John Grace. He gives it to Tommy Lynch. Tommy Lynch launches one forward again. Only as far as Mark Rutherford. Surely this is the end. Mark Rutherford going forward. He's going into the corner. He'll try and waste some space. Good tackle from Tony Hall. Tony Hall puts it out. It'll be a throw to Shelbourne. They're in no hurry to take it. We've played nearly a minute of injury time in this second half. The ball taken by Shelbourne. Chili Power upends Mark Rutherford. It'll be a free in for Shelbourne.
Yeah, it's just been one of those nights, I'm afraid, for Waterford United. 2 terrible goals conceded, one after just 2.5 minutes. Then a bad mistake by John Grace, and 2 bad misses, it must be said, in the second half. It just hasn't been Waterford United tonight. But all is not less, Jed. It's a 2-tier system, of course. The main object is promotion, and hopefully they can do the business up in Buckley Power on Tuesday night.
The final chance, the final attack, I must say, probably for Waterford, is played forward, looking for Tron Debbys. Pat Scully has it. He puts it out over the sideline. This surely is the last chance for Waterford. We've got a throw in over on the right side, in line with the top of the penalty area. Alan Reynolds has gone over. He'll launch one in. That must be the last effort. We've played nearly 2 minutes of extra time. Really, there wasn't an awful lot of injury time in this second half. It's played in, and the ball goes to Darren Brown, and Darren Brown just misses. What a chance! Darren Brown, the ball broke to him. He only had the keeper to beat. He turned on the ball and he put it just right of the upright. And surely that is it. This must be the final kick out. The referee, Jerry Perry, must surely call time. We played 47 minutes of this second half. Alan Goff kicks it out. The referee looks at his watch. The game still continues. Rutherford gets a foot on it, plays it forward. It's back with Rutherford. Rutherford goes around Chili Power. Chili Power chasing him down at the left side. He puts a great tackle in. The referee puts the ball out over the sideline. The referee points for a Shelbourne throw. Sheridan takes it back for Rutherford. Tony Hall puts a foot in it, puts it out. It's another throw for Shelbourne. And surely it must be all over at this stage. We've played 3 minutes now of injury time. And Shelbourne look to qualify, an excellent chance to retain their cup. Derry City, of course, already in. They've beaten Bohemians by 2-0. Shelbourne look to have beaten Waterford United by 2-1 here. And Chili Power judged to have upended Tony Sheridan. It'll be a free in to Shelbourne. They'll take their time with this. Just outside, left side of the Waterford United penalty area. Rutherford goes outside. Sheridan launches one in. Sean Reardon gets a head on it. He puts it out. Vatican's chasing. It'll be another throw. Again, he wastes his time. He chases the ball, walking slowly back onto the pitch. Referee tells him to get on with it. He puts one in, looking for Sheridan. Desi Baker peels off. He holds it up, gives it back to Vatican. Vatican puts the ball across. Two people. Rutherford gets a head on it. He puts it over. And Grace plays the ball out fast.
What a pity it all has to come to an end like this. 3 glorious chances in the second half and 2 dreadful mistakes to give Shelbourne the 2 goals. It's a pity their glorious cup run appears to be coming to an end, but it's never over until the fat lady sings.
The referee takes a long, hard look at his watch. He's blown the final whistle. The dream is over. 4 minutes 20 seconds. The crowd rise, a standing ovation for Waterford United. Shelbourne are the people who will contest the FAI Cup final. They'll meet Derry on May the 4th. But for Waterford, they can hold their heads up high. They've given a great buzz to this city. 8,500 people here this evening. They show their appreciation, a standing ovation for the Blues. And really, Matt, they can have no complaints. It's been a fabulous season.
Oh, it's been fabulous, absolutely, and they can take good credit from this. Shelbourne are second in the Premier, rated one of the most stylish, if not the most stylish team in the country, and Waterford matched them. I could have actually beaten them if they'd taken the chances that came their way, especially in the second half. But they can be very proud of this, and let's hope they can take great heart from this, go down to Buckley Park, get back on winning ways in the league on Tuesday night, and get what they set out for at the start of the season, and that's promotion. If they win their last remaining 5 league games, they get automatic promotion. Let's hope that's what's going to happen.
Well, of course, Buckley Park is the next venue. That's next Tuesday night. We'll bring you the entire game live and exclusive. Yourself and myself, Matt. Buckley Park, 7:15 on Tuesday night. Waterford United versus Kilkenny in the FAI National League First Division. Of course, the story of the game this evening, Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2. The first goal after just 2.5 minutes, an in-swinging corner. Right, gets the goal. Stephen Gagan gets a foot in it. It seems to be a mix-up. The ball didn't appear to go over the line. However, it was judged by the assistant linesman that they had scored, and Waterford were a goal behind. On 28 minutes, Mark Rutherford latched on to a dropped ball by Grace. It was Greg Costello who put the ball across. Grace went up for it at his far post. He didn't hold it, and it was Mark Rutherford who latched onto it. He put the ball in, no problem. Waterford 2 down after 28 minutes, but the immediate reply from Darren Brown, the best goal of the game, it has to be said. He cut inside the goal, cut inside a defender. He put a left-footed shot wide of the keeper, Alan Goff. Superb in off the left upright, and it was 2-1 to Waterford, and that's the way it stayed at half-time. In the second half, plenty of chances. It was Darren Brown who could have got the game back, but that's how it ended. Waterford United 1, Shelbourne 2. We'll be back after this break.